Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu, what has happened over the past 24 hours and where I see the price going in the near future. Of course, I'll give you some key levels to look out for as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And of course, guys, I started making these Shiba Inu videos. If I do get enough likes on the If you do like these videos, then I will make these videos daily on Shiba Inu. So if you do like them, be sure to like this video. It lets me know that you guys want to see more Shiba Inu content. So without further ado, let's get those annotations back up to show us what has happened over the past 24 hours. And we can see here that yesterday I made a video on Shiba Inu and we said that I believe there was a triangle happening on Shiba Inu. So it looked like that had fully happened. We saw a breakout on the top side of this triangle, but it didn't quite reach that price target that I had in mind, which was this blue line here, this long-term resistance on Shiba Inu, which would have been 11.6 cents. Instead, we reached a very interesting level. So I'm going to draw it in because as you can see in the price now has come up to this line 3 times in total over the past few days, come up to test it and then come straight back down. So in the final time, we can see that the price broke out of this triangle, hit this line and come straight back down. So, if you're looking for a place where there could be a lot of resistance and would be a good place to short, then I'm looking at this 11.5 cent region here because, prices come up to test it lots of times and come straight back down. So placing a short here, like a limit sell order on the 11.5 cents region would probably be a decent play considering it's already happened 3 times. So that's kind of my initial observation as to what's happened so far. And right now we're just consolidating in this region. And if I just get rid of this triangle pattern here, we can draw kind of a longer term bullish trend that Shiba Inu is generally portraying. So we kind of have this. In fact, let me just extend that to this drop here. And although it's not perfect, I do think it sufficiently demonstrates that Shiba Inu has generally been in this bullish direction since the 18th of September. Obviously, we had this large crash here, but then since the 18th of September, we've been heading in a generally bullish direction. And of course, there's been some good news out with Shiba Inu as well, with the fact that the game is coming out on the 5th of October that will use 5% of its profits to burn Shiba Inu. So of course, that's going to be bullish news for investors. And just generally speaking, the general crypto markets were up from the past few days since that inflation data came out, really. So we have been in this general uptrend. Of course, if we do break through this support, and I don't mean just a small breakthrough, I'm talking about if the price does something like this, then of course I do think we could see the price go further a lot down, probably to this yellow support level here. So this is a long-term support here on Shiba Inu, and of course that makes sense as well because if we look at these light blue lines, it does look like we have some sort of triangle formation. And of course with a triangle formation, if there is a large breakout to the bottom side, large volume, large momentum, then we could see the prices fall down to this level, in my opinion. And with every triangle as well, there is a bullish case. And I do think as well that if we extend this, for example, I do think if we're able to break through this top side here, then we could see a price target of much higher, around the 12.6 cents region. But if we can break out to the top side of this resistance here, if we can break above it, then I do think we could see immediately 12.5 cents. I do think this is going to be a rapid movement as well, and that is because of this long-term resistance. So quite conveniently, we have this long-term resistance here. So if we do break on the upside of the resistance of this triangle, we're also going to be breaking through this long-term resistance that, if I zoom out on Shiba Inu, you can see that it's been in play since October 2021. We had a couple of tests in this region here in November and October there, and then this yellow one takes precedence for a while. And then again on the blue one, you see this massive test here of the blue resistance and several tests much closer to it down here as well. So we're coming close to this long-term blue resistance. At some point Shiba Inu's got to make its mind up whether it's going to be crossing this long-term resistance, and if it does cross this long-term resistance, we could see a lot of bullish momentum. And couple that with the fact that we could be seeing this triangle means that I do think we should hit a nice price target of 12.5 cents. But of course, that would be my first take profit there. If we can keep on going, then we could shoot for my final price target at this yellow resistance here at around 13.5 cents Shiba Inu. Now, of course, that's very ambitious, so I will be taking profits up until that point. But bear in mind that if we're able to cross both these resistances, that will be a big event. So that is my bullish case scenario if this is a triangle and if we cross that resistance. If we fall below the support, however, then we should be consolidating within this region here. And of course, this is still open up for interpretation. This is another triangle that I do think we're also seeing a long-term support and a long-term resistance there. And again, Shiba Inu will have to make its mind up. Of course, that won't be until a bit later on, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th of October. That does coincide with the game release. So if that brings some good news, then we could see that news being the breakout from this triangle on the bullish or on the bearish side, depending on how the news is. But I've got my eyes on that news day as well. But that's a bit down the line, and I will make a video on Shiba Inu before that happens. But that's basically what I'm seeing on Shiba Inu now. This kind of triangle formation that isn't perfect, so interpret it how you want. But there is a bullish case scenario that I've mentioned, and the bearish case scenario, which would be around 10 cents for Shiba Inu. If we have a look at our trusty indicators, MACD and RSI, both of them are saying right now we're fairly even Stevens. We're not bearish and we're not bullish. RSI is almost slap bang straight in the middle there at 50-ish on the 1 hour chart, and the MACD again very close to the zero line in the middle there. We do get some reasonable signals here in the MACD and the RSI though in the past, where we had this oversold zone down here and this overbought zone up here. So RSI definitely a good one to keep your eye on, and the MACD as well with this crossover of 2 lines here. We do see some reasonable signals, but you know, on the 1 hour charts we don't see too much from the MACD and RSI at the moment, as we look like we're consolidating within this small range. But at the moment we're not seeing too much on the MACD and RSI, as expected, because we are consolidating within a triangle. Of course, as we're consolidating, the price range gets narrower, and of course the MACD and RSI should also follow suit and get narrower as well. It would be concerning for me if there was a lot of overbought and oversold regions on the RSI if we were consolidating within a triangle. So that is as expected. Of course, these two will be helpful for us once we do break out of the triangle, you know, to help us get some buy and sell signals. But at the moment they're looking fairly even Stevens. So that's what the MACD and the RSI is saying. We still got a ways to go before we cross those important moving averages. The 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average was still below that, but things are looking bright in the sense that we're following this shorter term bullish direction here. And of course, if we can break through this resistance, then we should see a big price movement upwards, and then we've got this other resistance to look forward to as well if we continue this bullish direction. So that's basically my take here on Shiba Inu. I've given you a bull case, which is that we break through both these resistances, the dark blue and the light blue, and head towards 12.5 cents with a final target of its resistance here. Or we break below the support here and we hit around 10.1 cents, 10.2 cents on the support level here, which if I zoom out, you can see has been tested lots of times in the past as well. So that's all I have to say in this video. Of course, if you haven't yet liked this video and you did like it, be sure to hit the like button for me. That's my bad. If you think I'm missing any chart patterns in this video, then be sure to comment them. Otherwise, thank you so much again for watching. I will see you in my next video.